Besties, and welcome back to our podcast, Business with My Bestie. Hope everybody had a fabulous Christmas.
Yay! Yes, we made it through Christmas.
And now we're going to talk about New Year's goals.
Oh, yeah. So we have 5 areas today that we would like to focus on and just kind of touch base on, because these are areas that we try to sit down and just kind of reflect on at the beginning of the year and really have some clarity for our businesses and our family. So those 5, we'll talk about them, but they're business, family, health, friendships, and finances. No, they're meant to be intentional for us individually, but we also just want to put this out there for you guys to really kind of look at your goals for the beginning of the year and I guess reflect on where you want your business to grow, where you want your health to be at the end of next year, and all those sorts of things. We also have come up with a guide. Lynde has one for salon owners, and I have one for farms and ranches that just helps to prepare goals for the year, and we will have that posted at the bottom of this podcast in the comments. And so you guys will have to check that out.
I like calling it goals rather than resolutions. I think that there's like a big faux pas when you bring up New Year's resolutions.
Right.
So just like overall goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, measurable, like something very reachable.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to necessarily be this complete change. But I guess let's just start off with, what are some of your business goals?
I think closing out 2025, I feel like my business is like in a really good spot. I have our hairdressers full. We have 3 of us for 3 stations. I got a nail tech back in this year, which was really exciting. 2 renters upstairs. So I think just continuing in the way that we are going. I think all of us like are working really well together. And so I just want to keep that, support in the salon going.
Kind of that camaraderie of like, you've got a good team going.
Yeah, we got a good thing going. Let's not mess that up. And then, since my nail tech is new, I think it's important to keep, helping her form her best self in the industry. So working towards improving her skills so that we can get her fuller with clients and things like that.
Awesome. Yeah. I have my goals for our business. I mean, this year in the farm and ranch world, it was kind of, record cow numbers and stuff like that for this year for everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful year on that end. But looking for our ranch, we actually are we do have a few big moves this year, and we are in the middle of and we're super excited about that. Yeah. So I think that our goals this year are just to really transition from being internally focused on our ranch and growing that to growing it as an asset for our community members, that they, it's something that they can benefit from a lot more versus just us growing the ranch, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So that's a lot of what our rebrand is looking at, and that will, we have lots of details coming up on that. Stay tuned. Yeah. So, super excited about that. It is more of a quarterly goal reach for us that we try to look at rather than week by week or day by day. We kind of try to just set goals quarterly and make sure we're meeting them, because our day-to-day is so much different. But I think that business-wise anyway, I think that's kind of where we're...
Well, and technically this is kind of part of the business side, and eventually we are going to have like a true podcast space. Right now we are set up in the back of the salon.
I know, yeah, we're
it's kind of ghetto, but we make it work. And that's
you
fine.
Just gotta go for it. You just gotta get out there and put yourself out there. And yes, we on our ranch actually we have a brand new shop that's already up, and we were really hoping that we would be getting the concrete in this fall, and all of a sudden it's the new year. So
all of a sudden it's past that. Goals to still continue working towards that space.
Exactly. So our spring goals, so probably Q2, will be to get the concrete in that shop and then get the walls up, and we'll have a space for not only our podcast, but we'll have a on farm.
So excited for the flower space.
Yeah,
because
so
like when we do weddings, we take over Tamara's entire house, just like ribbons and flowers and everything going everywhere. So I think your whole family will appreciate it.
I know,
that
yeah. And it'll be so good to just really have a corner that we can go to, and things have their space, and it's not like we have to hurry and get anything done. We can do it in a very organized, professional manner. I'm just super excited to have the growth opportunity for that, we're to a point now that we can add on a studio. So
woohoo,
there's a studio coming in 2026. And yeah, hopefully a cute little podcast area for us.
How are my employees? I need to start shopping for chairs because they really like having these chairs back here. So they're going to be a little bummed when we take them out. So.
Well, okay.
Shopping for that.
Keeping your eye open for chairs back here. I don't necessarily have number goals.
Yeah, I'm not that good of a numbers person to be that set on ways.
Yeah.
I do think that, like, when you're looking at business, you have to look at the positives, but also, like, the struggles. Like, I'm sure a lot of people in the beauty industry this past year have noticed the increase of prices of product.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really hard, like, because products are going up and things are doing that. And I think a lot of people don't realize that the only way we increase our pay is to increase our prices. And especially, like, in a small community like this, it's really a struggle. So trying to balance that out. So I've tried to, like, cut back on the amount of product we have for retail, like, just because I pay for that all up front and it's a cost and it's money basically sitting on the shelf until you sell it. So, like, you just have to be mindful of all the things that are happening too.
Yeah, how fast you can move things off your shelf. Yeah, I guess I didn't even really think about it, but even for flowers, there are some weddings that we try to grow all of the flowers ourselves, but there are just some times that we have to ship them in. And prices have been just crazy.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a touchy subject, even in the wedding industry, trying to make that balance and make sure that other flower farmers and you're competitive with them and making sure that you're not undercutting yourself or anything like that. So I can imagine it's the same almost in every business. You just really have to watch for...
Right. And you just have to be mindful of everything,
Yeah. Don't live outside your means.
For sure.
Let's see. How about goals for... Do you have any other staffing goals that you guys are looking for? Are you looking to grow or expand in that way at all? Or just... Are you...
I mean, like, we're in a really good spot. If we had somebody come in wanting to do hair or nails, I mean, we could probably make it work. But again... It's about coordinating everybody's schedule, because right now we have 3 stations, 3 hairdressers, and yes, we can have more.
Yeah.
But then you got to juggle everybody's schedule and things like that. So I guess I wouldn't say I'm searching, but I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
I'm open to whatever, but you know, if the right fit comes, again, we have this like great gelling employee stuff going on. So like, I don't want to throw somebody new in that's just gonna ruin all our fun.
Yeah, for sure. And on our place, I mean, we don't hire employees. We've had a few contracted people come out to do different things, and that is still, that is a possibility, is to start hiring maybe some farm help and looking at those different things. But really, we always look first at innovation first versus employees versus just a new way to do things. And if we can honestly still do it ourselves in, like, say, a new piece of equipment versus the way that we're doing it, we will probably go those ways first.
Definitely.
But yeah, no, we would definitely entertain the idea.
Well, and I think also for me, like, I've been pretty strict on my schedule being very part-time because my family, of course, comes first. But, like, in 2 years, Ridge is going to be in school. So then I'm going to be able to take on more. So I'm kind of working on adding more to my plate, too, because I can now that my kids are getting older, but still being available to them. So
what are some of your family goals? Do you have any family goals?
One thing I was really thinking about when we were talking about doing this episode is I want to focus on more one-on-one time with my kids because, like, I mean, we have 4 kids, and I feel like a lot of times, especially, like, my older 2 kind of get the shaft in that because I put more attention into the younger ones
Yeah.
because they need me more.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's super important to take time and do stuff with each of them. And I know like over the holidays, you guys always make that a priority.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like even with Rylan, my oldest, like even for him and I to go to the movie one night without everybody else, you know, just making sure I'm making time for each of the kids and not just like the whole family.
Right. I love that too because we get so focused on the bigger picture, and individually they change so much in a year, and they change so much just over a season, honestly, like from fall to winter to spring, you know, moving into different sports and different things, that there's a lot going on in their lives, honestly, even though they just wake up and they go to school, or they just wake up and they go to practice or whatever, but there's just a lot that they're completely new people after a year, and so you really got to take the time to grow with them and know who they are and who they're growing into.
Well, and I think then it gives them an opportunity to like open up to you too, you know, if it's just you and them one-on-one to like just even chit chat about their day or whatever. Like honestly, one of the best things is we have our hot tub now, but like if I just go in the hot tub with like one of the kids, it's like our time to sit and like reflect on their day, and it's kind of like a fun little therapy session for both of us, honestly, like just to sit around and chit chat and catch up on stuff. And then one other thing is like Tucker, I mean obviously his work schedule is just non-existent, but he always gets 1 week of vacation that he tries to take over the summer months, and so we always try to make that week like about just our family, like doing something. And I think this year, instead of like making a big trip, we're gonna like cut back to simple, like let's go camping in a tent and like bring it back to the basics. Enjoy the beautiful state we live in.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
That's great. I really love the idea of breaking it up and giving some extra individual time, because we do focus on it a lot at the holiday season and our kids really look forward to it. But it is a priority throughout the entire year. For sure. You know, not necessarily just.
But I think everybody just like gets busy and you get caught up in life and you just forget a little.
Yeah, exactly. And I even think the kids do too sometimes. Yeah. Like they are like wanting to go with their friends and they're say want sleepovers, or they want to party here, or they want to be involved in this, that, and the other thing. Right. And sometimes actually just hanging out with your mom. Yeah, so really just making extra time for family and not just leaving it into the leftover moments of life, I think.
Also, and not just my kids, like, I think it's very important that me and Tucker have date night every once in a while. Like, yes, we love our kids, but we need to be a couple too, so like taking time, even if you just go grab dinner, or there's been times that we're even like, okay kids, go watch a movie downstairs, we're having dinner by ourselves, like like we feed them, get them all taken care of, go put a movie on, and then we have like our own dinner.
I love that you started your happy hours at your house too. You gotta tell everybody about your happy hours.
I don't even know where I saw this thing that we should have happy hour. He's like, excuse me, before dinner, let's like have appetizers and a cocktail out on the patio, because we have this great screened-in patio at our house, and like we'll have happy hour. And my husband took it very literally. Yes. He made this fancy ass charcuterie board. He made rose flowers out of the meat.
That's so awesome.
It was so much fun. Yeah. We need to do that again. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, do that again, because I think that's a really
You guys should really try it out too.
We have tried it a couple times too. And a lot of the time, I mean, I'm home often, so every time it's, you know, I'll make the charcuterie board and have it out. And it's great because our kids, if they come home early, like they want a little bit of a snack, so I can give them the snack. Right. Then they can go on about their way for a little bit, do homework. Yes. Whatever they need to do and unwind. Yeah. And so can we.
Yeah, and I think it's really fun to do, like, especially in the warmer months, because like when we did it, we're like, we'll go sit out on the patio, do this, and the kids were all outside playing. Yeah. So like, you know, it's harder in the wintertime because first of all, it's dark at 5 o'clock and the kids can't go play outside and all that. But.
Yeah, we actually, there's been a couple of nights too, now that our kids are older, and I can't say that we were very good about this when our kids were younger, but now that our kids are a little bit older and they can be at home by themselves for a little bit, we now have just like Jesse will come home and I'm like, well, don't take your coat off because I'm taking you on a date and we're out of here. So we like, the kids already know what's happening and I've already made them dinner, and he's like, okay, where are we going? And it's like, well, you have two options, and that's about it. Speaking of kids,
Ridge is in the building.
Ridge, do you have any goals for the 2026 year?
No.
No goals?
No goals.
Hang out and be awesome?
Be awesome.
Be awesome. Okay, so how do you feel about boundaries in your family? You know, one of the things that my kids really love sleepovers.
Yes.
And I keep going back and forth with sleepovers because our kids are like, I mean, so close. And
so sleepovers at our houses are completely different than other situations. Which, thankfully, we live in a community where most people we know pretty stinking well.
Yeah.
But, I feel like Rylan loves sleepovers. Ricky is not as big of a fan. Every once in a while she wants to do it, but she's just, hasn't quite... She's kind of an introvert. She kind of likes her own space.
Yeah. It's good,
so
though.
Maybe she'll change. I don't know, but she doesn't, ask for it very often.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, Cedar, I think she's the only girl in her house. She's got brothers who are just annoying her often. And so she lives out of town and she just wants to do what the town people are doing, which is exactly what I can relate. I understand what she's going through, but I'm having a hard time with sleepovers these days because they're just getting to an age that, we just don't need to have sleepovers anymore, which is probably going to be a hard
Good luck with that
thing to do.
Well, I mean, maybe this sounds bad, but I think it's so much easier to let a boy have a sleepover than a girl. I don't know. You worry about different things with girls and...
I don't know. So that's one of the goals, is to just really be very open with my kids on how I feel going forward with
those. And I think that's
and
fair.
Making them very aware of, I need you to show me that you can say no to people, and you can say no at our house when your friends are here, and you can say no outside of the house.
Well, and I don't know why.
Understand.
I don't know why everything has to be a sleepover. You want to hang out with your buddy? Have him come over on Saturday. That's fine. You can do whatever. Hang out all day. But then when we get ready to eat dinner, they can go back home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's...
So alternative options, I guess.
That's what we'll be looking into for sure. Family goals too. We have a couple of trips planned.
Yeah, you have some fun trips planned.
We've got a cruise lined up, ready to go. And my family is from the San Juan Islands, off the coast of Washington. So we're going to go check those out. And I think trip-wise, I do want to focus more on, like you said, our great state and how many cool options, especially with the agritourism stuff that I had went on those different little trips. I just literally understand now how many more options are available in Montana, and I can kind of touch base on that, after this in the comments or whatever. But the farm experiences and cool learning opportunities that our state offers are amazing. There's a lot out there. So I do definitely think that, Makoshiga, for instance.
They did a wedding over there.
Yeah, we did a wedding over there, and my family's never been. And I also went with the agritourism group, and we dug for fossils. And I didn't think I was going to like it, but it was so fun. I did find something even cooler. Right. So I think we'll kind of hone in on a lot of those.
Well, and 1 year we went over to Yellowstone. People travel from all over the world to come to Yellowstone and Glacier, and it's in our backyard, and we're like, maybe someday we'll make it there.
Right.
What?
Yeah. Those trips need to happen now for sure.
And speaking of trips, my husband was at the bar and booked a trip to Mexico.
Those are also some pretty fun, spontaneous trips that...
So apparently we're going to Mexico.
Yes, I love that too. Just having the ability to, be in a position that you can just book a trip to Mexico. 7-day trip.
When you get a Black Friday deal.
Yeah, everybody, if you want to go to Mexico, check that stuff on
Friday.
Black Friday.
It was a good deal.
So those will be fun. What about health-wise goals that, moving into the new year? Do you have any foundational goals, project goals for your health?
I'm constantly in the same situation where I want to be active, I want to be healthy, and I want to be there for my kids. But obviously sometimes I get lazier than others, and I just need a reminder it's not that hard to like make healthy choices and add a little activity in your life.
Yeah.
And so just getting back to that, like.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel, the beginning of the year is always such a, like, oh, now I'm gonna get in shape this year this way, and I'm gonna do this, that, and the other thing. And I think for me, honestly, the biggest goal I have health-wise is to take it day by day and improve day by day.
Right.
Make healthier options, choose healthier options every day, versus the overall picture of, oh, maybe I'm not the weight that I want to be, or I can't run a mile in the time that I want to run a mile yet, or anything like that, but just keep waking up every day and choosing healthier options.
I think there's certain times where like I get way more motivated, like, because there's certain times where I'm like, yeah, I should do a workout, but then like when we're helping coach like volleyball or you're doing basketball right now, like it makes it way easier to be motivated because you're like encouraging this for these kids, and so like to get out there and do some drills with them or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel
do
like
you have any apps or anything that you have a go-to tracker app?
I mean, I use the Apple Watch, so my fitness is tracked on that. But I also subscribe to get like the workouts. I have a rower at home, so my workouts are off of that. So it like pops up on my phone.
Yeah,
I wrote with Josh. He's my favorite. Ooh. There's like music, and he tells you, because like you can't just sit there and row. I'm like, well, this is boring. But then he tells you like when to speed up, when to go harder, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
I do like that.
I mean, and we're not, these are not paid advertisements for anybody. However, I started doing kettlebell workouts. Oh. And let me tell you what, you get into some of those kettlebell workouts and they are intense. I was using Ladder. It's an app for the longest time, and I do highly recommend it. Again, Ladder, sponsor us if you'd like to. But, we use that consistently for quite a while, and I saw a huge difference in just wanting to get up there because the people inside that app were like holding me accountable and they were waiting for me, and you knew they were. And the way that they have that app set up with goals and like the goal per week that you need to keep moving forward, it's really awesome. It's a good one.
Do you ever do the competitions like on the Apple Fitness?
No.
Oh my gosh, because you can like compete for 7 days, and Sandra, my cousin, would sometimes compete with me, and I don't know, I love her to death, and we're like super good friends, but wanting to beat her at something is like really good motivation for me, and I think she feels the same way. Like she'll be texting me talking shit, like, "Ooh, I got this many points today." I'm like, shut up.
That's so accountability. Yeah, I mean, it's good.
It's definitely also good. Always a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. Like just consistency with showing up every day for yourself, versus just trying to be like super intense for all these days and then all of a sudden you're burnt out and don't want to do it anymore. I think, just
a little bit at a time,
Yeah.
Also, we talked about these weighted vests that are like viral, and we need to try them out. So I think we're gonna give those a go and see what we think.
We are definitely.
So if you guys have used the weighted vest at all,
comment.
We want to know. We want to know about these things because they seem like a big deal, but I don't know. Do they really do that much? Like, I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Well, I mean, just listen to your body, push through. Don't get burned out, I guess, really kind of hold yourself accountable.
I mean, you want to be healthy. I mean, like for us, we want to be healthy for our kids and our family, but really you want to be healthy for yourself. Like,
yeah.
And I'm not saying that you have to be the skinniest person in the group or like but healthy. Healthy is the key.
Yes. And like the saying is, I would die for my family. And then have you heard this as, well, would you live for them?
Right.
Would you take care of yourself? Would you work out? Would you, improve your health for your family? Instead of that, look at it this other way.
And I'm all about balance. Like, I'm not saying you have to live this like crazy lifestyle because that's not realistic. Like, I might do a workout, but then I might go drink a bottle of wine.
Yeah, because you earned it.
Balance.
How about friendships and community goals? Do you have any specific friendship goals?
When we were talking earlier, I remembered what were we talking about? I don't even know, but I was thinking about how last year we had an impromptu Mexican sled day. Another Mexican sled day.
We do need another Mexican sled
Tamara
day.
sent me sent me a text last year one day. Was like, do you want to have a Mexican sled day? I was like, what? What's that? She's like, we send all the kids out sledding, and we'll eat Mexican food and drink margaritas. And I was like, heck yeah, sign me up.
So we're gonna plan that in March.
Yep.
March seems like a pretty good time for a Mexican sled day.
But just like
cool.
doing fun things with your friends, like you know what I mean? And yeah, like getting together for adult time is great, but also like if you have to bring in kids, like
kids are always welcome in our group. I feel a lot of our friend groups. I mean, we just have so many adult friends with kids that you can't. If it works out for you to come and you have to bring your kid, fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all right. We still just want to get together and have a good time. And there are those times where you
want to just have and you need some adult time with the children.
Just casually, for the most part, kids are always welcome. And to the point now, I mean, most of our kids are all in school.
Yeah.
So that does help, but
does make it easier.
Yeah. So
I also think that Tucker and I have got really into like watching stand-up comedy, like because now it streams on everything, and we love it. But I was like, we need to go to like a comedy show sometime.
Yeah. Have you ever been?
I have, but he hasn't.
Okay. Jesse and I went one time with his sister a long, long time ago, and it was the best time. Like it really was a good time.
I went with a bunch of my cousins. We actually went in 2020. And then afterwards, like everybody I was with got diagnosed with COVID. Like it was like a COVID super spreader. And I never got sick, and so they think I'm the culprit. They think I'm the asymptomatic carrier or whatever they call that. So yeah, we had a great COVID party. they were all fine. It's okay. Don't forget. But the comedy night was so much fun.
Yeah, comedy nights are fun. And we've went to a few concerts together.
Right.
And, I mean, we have yet to make it to Shania Twain together because we've tried multiple times to go. Maybe we'll hit up another concert.
Yeah.
This year.
I won't get pregnant this time, I promise.
That would help the situation because that was the issue.
Every time we were going to go to Shania, I would take a pregnancy test and I was like, well, shoot. Guess I'm not going.
It's not meant to be. I brought her a cup though from the Shania Twain.
A t-shirt.
Oh, t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a Shania t-shirt. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
I was thinking of you. Any other friendship? What about community? Like overall community goals? Do you have anything that you are? I mean,
I think just
you're
like
on different boards. And
I think just like keeping doing what we're doing. I love helping the community out and doing things like on the chamber as well as you, and I think continuing with like helping the kids programs, like you know, our kids are all getting to these ages where they're doing all these different activities and sports, and without people making it happen, it doesn't happen. So I think just trying to be helpful when I can, and but I also am trying to not volunteer for everything because my husband says I have a volunteering program. So I was very proud of myself because we went to a meeting the other night and neither of us got put on the board.
Oh wow! How did that actually happen?
It was really hard. It was really hard.
We do volunteer a lot. We give up a lot of our time to different community events and community groups. But I think there are small community. There's
you kind of have to.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many people in the community, and there's only so many people with extra availability and time. And I think it would be nice if we could find a way to reach out to those smaller pocket of time people.
Right.
And see if there's ways that we could get them involved
to like
as
just help
well.
out a little
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
So like if you care about your community,
Yeah.
help out. Because things
take
don't
care of
happen
it.
without people doing stuff.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't just show up. And, the other thing, we were talking about this at the girls' party, is that really making our kids aware of how much time community members are putting into keeping baseball, basketball, volleyball, football, shooting sports, 4-H.
Yeah.
All of these different programs, it's all volunteer based.
Right.
Like, nobody's getting paid for it. And so just really making our kids aware of that so that the people who are volunteering feel appreciated and want to do it more.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be probably one of my biggest goals in trying to build our community.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I want my kids to be appreciative of these people that are volunteering. I want them to thank them for their time and doing it. But not only that, like, Rylan this year being in sports and being in, like, junior high sports and stuff, I was like, after every game, you need to look and see who is in the stands. And if they were there because they were watching you, you need to thank them for coming and supporting you. Like, they are taking time out of their day to come and support you. So be thankful for that. Like,
be aware of it.
There are some kids that show up and nobody is there to watch them do anything. So the fact that you have 7 people in the stands cheering for you, like, that's awesome.
Agree. Like, our stands are full pretty often, and the teachers, making sure the teachers understand that they're appreciated, right? Because they have stayed with you all day through school.
Okay, hang on, TV time out.
And then they showed up to these games, and they stay till 10 o'clock, and then they're back at it at 7:30 the next morning. For sure. You know, making sure that they really reach out to them as well, and make everybody just aware of what it actually takes to get these games going, and make sure they are appreciative and understand the commitment it takes from other people. Do you have any financial goals that you and your family, or you and your business, or you individually are looking to reach, or earning more, or just being aware, or trying to add anything?
I wouldn't say that I have like goals per se, but I think always just being like more conscious of like where money is going, like coming in, going out, all that stuff. I'm not like a budget kind of a person, so I mean, I wish I was, but it's just not my personality. So just be more aware of things. I think. Yeah.
I really love the opportunity that we've kind of created for ourselves with this podcast. Like, financially, that might turn into something one day. So, I mean, it's cool to just, reach out there and kind of create leverage, I guess, for opportunity that could grow into something financially.
For sure.
And I think that's going to be really fun, especially with this podcast, and just planning ahead and, kind of thinking about that.
Mom, this happened, and it shows that this was going to turn on.
You got any more goals?
Honestly, I think we kind of covered a lot of it.
I know, I do think so too.
I just am really excited to see how 2026 turns out for all of the different things, our businesses, our friendships, all of your random travels and things like that. No, I think it's going to be great. So I do want to just let everybody know that we have those ebooks available for you, for salon owners and for farm and ranching, to kind of help you set goals and see what that looks like and how to kind of break that down. So just leave a comment if you're looking to get a link to that. Let us know, and I hope you guys have been able to kind of listen in on our goals and really reflect on what you guys want for 2026. We hope that the new year, you bring it in right in the next few days.
Right. And I want to hear everybody's goals. I want to know what you guys are working towards and what your goals are for this 2026 year.
Yeah, let's hear it. Send us your goals. We wanna hear it, and we hope you guys just keep listening in, and we will see you guys back next week. 2026.
Yes. 2026. Here we come.
All right. Thanks for listening to Business with My Bestie. We'll see you guys later.
Bye, besties.